What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another early evening in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And this evening in the BrewLab, I'm still coming at you from the early access event. Thanks again to Wizards of the Coast for allowing me to take part and giving me access to this god account. For 24 hours, I've been able to showcase as many new cards from Phyrexia Always Be One as I possibly could for you guys. And the time is a-wasting, so without further ado, let's jump into the third or fourth of today's brews. Mono White Vindicator. Kind of, Mono White had a weird path over the last few sets. It was looking something like this with Peacekeeper and Thalia and Hopeful Initiate. You know, these are things we recognize, Intrepid Adversary from previous Mono White. And then Soldiers became a thing, and suddenly, you know, Mono White Soldiers just took over as the de facto best white aggro deck. Now, with the arrival of the Vindicator, my hopes is that we can bring things a little bit away from Soldiers. I'm a little bit bored of Soldiers. So I whipped this up really quickly. I haven't played any test matches with it yet. I think I've had one game with it and I won. So I was like, okay. But other things to note is that slowly but surely, since Dominaria United, a couple of interesting new cards have come out that are helping this along. Namely, Lay Down Arms, really good, like, cheap removal that plays nicely with Thalia. It being so cheap, even though one extra tax doesn't really bother us. And the ability to exile stuff, you know, and we've got 20 planes, so we should be able to deal with quite a lot just with that. We've also got 2 Destroy Evils for those pesky Wandering Emperors, and of course a full place of Brutal Cathar. So a fair bit of removal. We're drawing some cards with the Bankbuster. We do have the Hotshot Mechanic Bankbuster combo going down. But other important new cards, talking about Brothers War, is Steel Seraph, which I think is really good in the deck. You know, the life gain mode, amazing, obviously. The Vigilance mode against Wandering Emperor, obviously amazing. There's plenty of just great uses for this card, and on top of just being an additional aerial, you know, the problem with the last version of Mono White is the 4-drop was Serra Paragon. Yes, allows you to reanimate your things and that, but it's just not quite as potent as the Phyrexian Vindicator, which is the main new card in the deck. 5/5 flyer for 4. If damage will be dealt to it, prevent it. When damage is prevented this way, it deals that much damage to any other target. So in combat, can't die. Red-based removal, can't die. You know, colors like green and red are going to be what we're hoping to bump into tonight or this evening as much as possible. Gruul and that sort of things are going to have real trouble getting around the Vindicator. So that's really it. Nothing much else I need to add. We just got 2 Eiganjos, 2 Mishra's Foundries. Don't want to, like, clog up the other types of weird lands too much because we want to try and cast Vindicator on curve every turn. So just 2 Mishra's Foundry might even already be pushing it. But that is really it. I think it's about time that we jump into some games and see how the deck performs on the early access ladder. Hopefully we can take down a couple of fellow content creators along the way. Still can't believe I took that match off of Jim Davis. That was freaking epic. Definitely one of the better moments for me from last night's early access. I was up till 5 in the morning just jamming. Having so much fun with the set, guys. And I've just barely scratched the surface of what's possible. Of course, let me know in the comments any ideas that you might have, things that you want me to see, you know, want to see me brew up. Come February 7th when we get access to the set. This just needs one more land and it's cooking with gas. Initiate into Thalia into whatever. 3-drop 1. Okay, we still have a chance to draw that 3rd land, huh? Come on, baby. Hey! Let's definitely lead with the Peacekeeper here. Yes. Not that keen to have any trespassing action happening on my watch. What does this thing do again? Taps 2 life, mana of any color, blah 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 blah. Okay. I guess this could be removal. No. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's okay. It's okay. Let's slow down. We don't need to throw anything at these chump blockers unnecessarily. 4 mana. I wonder what he's got there in his hand. Thalia's taxing. Okay. That doesn't really scare me too much, honestly. Stop it. I'm swinging. We can kill one of these things, either the artifacts or the arena, with the Hopeful Initiate. Heyo! That obviously feels very nice. Game 1 victory. Okay, okay. Thalia into Anointed Peacekeeper, continuing to be a real pain in the butt. Obviously, I mean, there's certain decks that will have many ways to deal with it. You like reveal their hand, they got like 3 different black removal spells. Yeah, okay. That's also obviously like the worst possible matchup against the Vindicator, because they have plenty of destroy effects or exile effects in white and black and things, which will just deal with the Vindicator without needing to deal it any damage. Get some juice in here. Almost beat Croakies before. So damn close. Like, I had him down to 2 life. The guy plays so well. Like, say what you want about Croakies. He's one of, like, in terms of raw skill. My son's here with me. He's been such a good boy. He's allowing Papa a full day of, like, recording for early access. Of course, I've spoiled him a little. He's got his iPad and a bowl full of popcorn, and he's kind of catched him in his mouth. I told him, look, if you just behave yourself, and I'll spoil your ass. And then tomorrow I'll have recorded enough content that I don't have to play any Magic until the 7th of February. Oh, wow. It's a bit of a weird one, huh? Very slow. Also very slow. Okay. And this is gonna be like one of the most played 1-drops ever this season. I got a sneaking suspicion. You've got a 3rd one. Okay, I was dreading the green guy. And now we get to tax the green guy with our Peacekeeper. What's his name? The Rot something? Ooh. So, I mean, I've seen this a lot. Everyone's trying it. Spell Thief with Venerated Rot Priest together. Cool. You know exactly what they got. And there's no blue mana for the Bring the Ending or whatever it's called. We should be pretty sweet now. Vindicator deployed. You can bounce it, you can phase it out. But you can't do much more than that. The vigilance is just so good. I guess he can block the Peacekeeper with the Rot Priest and use the Tyvar's, what's the card's name? Tyvar's Stand to give it indestructible and put another poison counter on me. That's fine. I'm okay with it. No problem. One less card to worry about. And we've got another Steel Seraph. Or we may just go for the Adversary. Still no green. I mean, still no blue. Okay, let's try and get rid of this Spell Thief. We got that. I think he's just struggling with blue. He could have definitely done something to us if we had some, you know, well, that's game. Almost. I just can't cast anything because then good game. Close. I mean, he got us to 9. There's one poison counter away. Woo. All right. Vindicator. Getting it out on turn 4 pretty consistently so far. Couple of games in. No big names. I guess the time zone I'm in now, I'm playing mostly against like Southeast Asians and like nothing against them, of course, but I don't follow that many like Asian language content creators, to be honest. So I have no idea who these people are that I'm playing against. But the Europeans should be in full swing right now, so I'm hoping to, I don't know, maybe a Malone, maybe a who else could we bump into? Crokies, of course, is in the UK. He'll be probably streaming right now. I need revenge for that last match, man. I almost had it. It was so damn close. Again, I'm not going to go too long with these videos, but these matches are going really quick, so we'll maybe do like a 20 minutes each. That's a great hand. Bankbuster into Steel Seraph is one of my favorite plays of all time. And we got the 4th land for the Vindicator. Oh, baby, let's go. Do you have Counterspell? Wouldn't be surprised. There's a blue source there after all. Nice. Okay, this is the new freaking card, man, that everybody's going to be playing. It's like just a altogether better version of Make Disappear, in my opinion. If you're playing a corrupted deck, 100%. Thank goodness. I just missed. I must have missed this one in spoilers. Okay, another Spell Thief deck. Whee! Okay, Vindicators hit the board against blue. I think we're probably doing fine here. Whatever. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. I guess Tyvar's stand would be our best bet. Get douchebags. Everyone, like, people will be running this thing now all of a sudden. I guess let's force him to use something. Might as well. We know you've got it. Anyway, even with Tyvar's stand, the only thing you can really do here is slip out the back. Maybe he's digging for March of the Blue March. Drake. Heyo. I mean, he has to try and go for slip out the back on me, but that just makes me bigger. So now he goes for slip out the back, but he's only going to target the Storm Chaser Drake. Which is just fine, honestly. Just put an extra creature on the board. It's not like I'm ever going to be able to Brutal Cathar their stuff anyway, so... This way... Okay, so what happens with this is... Exile any number of green cards from your hand. The spell costs 2, then, you know, okay, well, woo. What's the point of that? Go, man. Oh, you're dead. Out of mana, out of luck. Let's go. Cost my whole freaking hand. Hello. Undefeated run with our good friend the Vindicator. Just arriving in at the 20-minute mark, which is where I'm going to try and cap these short little BrewTechs during early access. I think doesn't get much better than that. So we're just going to call it and move on to the next one. So jumping back into the deck with my final thoughts. Overall review. There's some obvious like matchups where this deck is just unbeatable, and others where I can see there being some serious problems. It'll depend on where the meta goes to find out, is the Vindicator going to be such a problem that the meta needs to respond to it, or is it just like a meme? I would love to hear your thoughts down below, as always. But that is going to be it for this early access gameplay footage. I will see you all in the next one, and until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.